Good day, everyone. It's Friday, May 23rd. These are the amazing word games. Let's get into it. We'll start with Hang 5, puzzle 656. Here we go. All right, so long words today. So we have 2 7s, 2 6s, and a 5. Well, RST I think needs to be done right away. No T. Okay, this is assess. I'm fairly certain. Let's do the N. L. Yes. All right. Assess, analyze. What's this? This check maybe? I like the C. Yeah, it's probably check. Check, confirm, and verify. All right, so just to make sure. Under scrutiny, there you go. Top 2% even with an error. Interesting. 77% solve rate. 55 seconds. Very, very good. All right, let me know how you did, and let's move on to sports connections. All right, puzzle 242. New, Worthy, Kansas, Baylor, O'Neill, Freshman, West Virginia, Senior, TCU, Green, Texas Tech, San, Sophomore, Colorado, and Junior. Well, there's Junior, Sophomore, Freshman, and Senior. I think we have Elgin, Baylor, James Worthy, Shaquille O'Neal, maybe Danny Green, or Jerry West maybe. Green, San, New. Okay, I like these as different class years in college. Yeah. Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal, Elgin Baylor, Jerry West, James Worthy. Maybe not West. Maybe Green. Because I like New, San, West. Huh. I'm not sure actually. Okay, I like New, Green, West, and San as starts of New England, San Francisco, Green Bay, Kansas City. The starts of 2 named cities or places in the NFL for team names. There we go. That kind of clears it up. So yeah, Elgin Baylor, James Worthy, Shaquille O'Neal, and Jerry West, Hall of Fame or famous LA Lakers. Yeah, and then these are, I think they're in the same conference, but I'm not sure what it is. It might be a Big 12 or something. Big 12. All right. Sometimes I amaze myself with pulling those out of nowhere. So, all right, very good. Well, let me know how you did. No errors, I don't think. No, it was all good. All right, let's move on to letter loop. Puzzle 469. So we have A-M-R-A, U-S-A-B. Sauna? No, there's no N. A lot of vowels. What's that B gonna go with? Samba? And Oris. Got for dance and some essence. All right, 18 seconds. 32 people have played for an average of 1:24. Oris and Samba is what they were looking for, so that's good. All right, yeah, and I discovered that today's primary solution isn't necessarily what they recommend. It's what most people are guessing. So the days that I'm the only person to have guessed, of course I'm going to be the primary solution. I'm the only person to have solved it, right? So yeah, I've never really clocked into that, but I won't forget that now. Okay, word salad, here we go. Puzzle 449, lose your mind, lose your marbles, lose your way, lose your empire. No. That would have been something, no? Lose your shoot. Lose your vote. No. Lose control. Lose your grip. Okay. 5-letter words, eh? Lose your vote. No. Lose your nerve. Okay. Lose your voice. That's what it is. Okay. A 6 and a 5. Lose your touch. And then lose your temper, of course. All right, minute 39. Okay, definitely not my fastest, but I'll take it. And we're getting pretty close to my longest streak ever. I think the only reason I ever lost is because I went on vacation, but you know, that's okay. Just tells me how many days I've been back from my vacation, right? Okay, let's move on to Canuckle. All right, we'll start with Karen, as our new tradition entails. All right, we have I in position, A and out of position. That's interesting. It's not China. N blank I A blank. No. That doesn't look good. A aging maybe? Aping. Let's go with aging. Maybe the population is aging. No. Well, the N is second. A-N-I. Anise? Like the licorice flavor? No. Anime. How's that Canadian? Okay. Did you know that Anime North is Canada's largest fan-run anime convention? Founded in 1997 by Toronto anime enthusiast Donald Simmons, it began as a one-day event with around 600 attendees. Today it attracts tens of thousands of fans annually to celebrate anime, manga, music, games, and Japanese culture. This year's convention takes place from May 23rd to 25th at Toronto Congress Centre. News to me. Not my thing, that's for sure. So let's move on to Cladder. Okay, puzzle 1158, here we go. Put on clothing is wear. Shape of this is a bear. Beer. Beef. Reef. And oboe has a double reed. Peruse a book is to read. A paved road is it's a road. Crowd sound is a roar. Did it again. Trunk's position is rear. Okay. Not my best. 28.8 seconds. Anything under 30 seconds is pretty good from me, so I'll take it. Very good. Alright, let's do Bracket City from May 23rd. See what happened on this day in history. Alright, so out of blank world. Out of this world is a phrase. 1 of 6 in this sentence. Well, it's got to be a word, I guess, right? Less fancy word for cursive. Yeah. Word. Less fancy word for cursive. Pre and ION at the end. I'll come back to it. Okay. Bowling ball targets or pins. Tupac Shakur, Jazeera or Pacino, Al, Boppins or Magdalene, Mary, size of Mary's lamb, little, little green, something SCH might go the extra mile. A mensch, I don't know. No blank situation, no win situation. Okay. So it's either man or men. Little green. Usually it's not just one alien, is there? Probably men. Mensch? I think I've heard mensch. Mensch might go the extra one. Extra mile. One of 63,360 in a mile. An exclamation in response to a P-I-N-G and fleeing. Oh no. Exclamation in response to a P. Well, a pinch. 63,000 inches in a mile? That makes sense. Exclamation in response to a pinch. T-I-N-G. Probably touching and fleeing. Yeah, it's probably tag. Ouch. Game involves touching and fleeing. Tag. Blank tag. Kind of group that, you know, just might win this thing. Ragtag. Something in Prague. Less fancy word for cursive. And there's pre before it and ION after. No pre. And then there's a party. What was it? Script? Script is cursive. Okay, over the blank. No prescription needed. Over the counter. Counterpart to yang, yin. Egg-laying spot for birds. Nest. All right, May 23rd, 2025. Okay. The third defenestration of Prague. Well, that's tomorrow because I'm recording this a day early. So, you know what? If that's happening tomorrow, then they're predicting the future, right? Well, no errors, no excess keystrokes. So that was a very good day at the office for Bracket City. And I guess I'll have to leave it up to you to actually look up when this actually happened on May 23rd, because I'm sure it's not tomorrow or today, whenever you're watching this. All right, let's move on to Stacked from Clever Goat. So we have pole, donkey, javelin, ox, dane, elf, camel, mouse, scot, lion, fin, shot, horse, discus, and hammer. Well, a pole, a scot, and a fin, and a dane are all nationalities. Although pole could probably go with javelin and things like that. Pole vault. But a javelin, a horse, a discus, a hammer, and a shot are all implements. Elf. What's elf going to go with? Year of the horse, year of the lion, year of the ox. I like these as nationalities. I'm going to go with this. Although there's only four things you throw in field events in track and field. Discus, hammer, shot, and javelin. You don't throw a pole, but you use a pole in a field event, which is the same as the other ones here. So I'm going to leave pole out. See, these are nationalities. Yeah, okay. Yeah, pole, discus, hammer, shot, and javelin. Things used in field events in track and field. Yeah. Okay, so I need a 4, a 2, and a 1. feel like elf goes by itself, but why? I don't know. Year of the horse, year of the mouse, year of the lion, year of the ox. I don't think there's a donkey or a camel, because these are beasts of burden, donkeys and camels. So I'm going to say elf's by itself. Donkey and ox are beasts of burden. No. Oh, not the ox. The camel. Beasts of burden. No. Are these the beasts of burden then? Mouse and lion. Those are from a famous book, I think. Are these beasts of burden? Okay. I don't really think of a horse as a beast of burden, but I suppose it is. Alright, and I think these are from a famous book about a lion and a mouse. I forget what the name of the book is, but... Aesop's Fable title characters. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking of. Alright, well, I slaughtered 2 goats today, but some days are like that, right? Alright, let's move on to categories. Collide, spike, ram, sky, set, elk, grass, rhino, collar, bump, bang, serve, bison, crash, slam, and moon. Okay. You collide, you bump, you bang, you slam. Rams there too, though. Do we have, yeah, bump, serve, spike, and set. These are volleyball verbs. Okay, so collide, ram, bang, and slam. And crash too. Okay, this is just to hit something. Hit each other, maybe? Collide with force, yeah. Ram, rhino, bison, and elk. Grassland animals, I suppose. Collar. Collarbone. I feel like the animals have to go together. Animals that feed on grass, animals that graze, I guess. Horned animals. That makes sense. Sky, grass, collar, and moon. Oh, blue sky, blue grass, blue collar, blue moon. Yeah. Alright, let's move on to CrossHerd, last game of the video. Okay, puzzle 76, let's do it. Alright, atomic blank, 1008 for hydrogen. Atomic weight, atomic number, atomic mass maybe? Yeah, I think so. Mass. Eve's biblical partner is Adam, great name. Architectural features atop mosques. Domes maybe? Sport played on mallets on horseback. Polo. Starbucks size equivalent to 12 ounces. Tall? Yeah. Alright, what didn't I see? So Wonderland's Hatter is mad. Take home from a shelter is adopt. Pacific Island nation near Fiji is Samoa. Scent is a smell. And currency of Peru, that means sun in Spanish, is sol. Alright, very good. Well, let me know how you did on the puzzles today. Be sure to check out my other New York Times video if you want to see more word action. With that said, have a great day. Bye for now.